Forecast 80% chance for rain today, high 62. 60% chance tonight, low 38. Clouds and 52 tomorrow. For Saturday, rain likely, high 42. Sunshine in the forecast for Sunday with the high of 15. Overnight low 40. Yesterday's high was 53. Currently, humidity at 100%. Winds are calm and the pressure at 30.19. Right now, we've got some light fog still around the area and 42 here at the WFIW studios east of Fairfield.
Good morning.
Good morning.
That's Mark Turner, Mike Dreeth here, and our guest this morning, Gordy Toombs. Gordy, thank you for being here.
Hey, it's a privilege.
There's been a lot of talk about the coronavirus.
Well, we've got an update. Would you please? This is a toilet paper update. We're going live to Save-A-Lot in downtown Fairfield, where Tyler Lampley is standing by. Tyler, can you tell us where are we on the toilet paper issue?
Well, we're still able to get toilet paper, so that's a good thing. We just got in a delivery this morning, but sales have about 600% from normal time for this year.
Tyler,
do the sales rival the fall time when people are out TPing?
This is increasing over that.
Man.
People are just kind of in a little bit of a panic mode. I'm hearing from like Procter & Gamble and things like that, their backstock supply of what they usually keep on hand in case something happens is being diminished, so it's pretty much straight from production to the stores.
Here's the stock tip of the day for you, Tyler. Buy stock in TP.
Here's the thing.
That's a very good idea.
That and Perel, but here's the thing. Aren't we glad that this didn't happen? The pandemic didn't happen during TP season.
Oh, things would have been double and triple, yeah.
It would have been by the way, I just want to say, first of all, Tyler, thank you. You're our vital link to wiping out this shortage. And if there's no shortage right now, you're getting shipments, then I'm not going to give the other recommendation. I was just going to say, don't throw away those old issues of the press.
Oh.
and we're sure glad your sales aren't going down the toilet.
No. They're not being flushed. So what else is going off the shelves fast? Is the potential pandemic in Wayne County doing anything else to worry you as far as supply?
Hand sanitizer, Clorox wipes, things like that. I mean, they're beating down our door. Luckily, we were able to get some more in on our truck today because we had been completely wiped out after getting in more cases than we probably ever ordered in the last 2 years.
That's amazing.
Combined.
So, Taylor, I got a question for you. I've heard rumors that toilet paper is one of the reasons why toilet paper is in such high demand is because it's made in China. Is that correct?
No, there may be some out there, but most of it is still made here in the U.S.
America's standing up. That's great. Good old USA. USA.
I guess we're wiping it clean with the toilet paper manufacturers.
Man. Well,
We're
Tyler,
them all out.
Thank you. We really appreciate the fact that you've been able to give us this toilet paper update live from Save-A-Lot in Fairfield, and I'm sure that we'll be coming back to you in the coming days.
All righty, sounds great.
All right.
Tyler.
Thank you, Tyler. All right, there's your toilet paper update.
That's awesome. Yeah.
Gordy, you saw some folks carting out pallets of toilet paper this morning.
I was out there at Walmart early this morning. Here come a couple ladies out, and one was packing about 3 of the big bundles, and they was laughing and talking to each other. And that one girl's packing out the bundle. She says, "Ain't this just the craziest thing you ever heard of, seen stuff?" And she said, "But yet here I am."
It's a respiratory disease.
I actually got a picture yesterday sent to me on Facebook from up around the Effingham area, from the Effingham Walmart.
Yeah.
Their toilet paper aisle was completely empty.
Really?
Yeah.
This takes us back to that very important discussion.
Which is really strange because toilet paper, paper towels, what correlation is there? Why isn't there why isn't paper towel sales going through the roof?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Yeah.
But this takes us back to that vital question: how many squares do you use? You
Yes.
know what I mean? I mean,
does.
it
And I
does.
think a lot of the older people are buying it because they went through. Whenever I was a kid, you'd go to grandma's outhouse, and there was the Sears catalog.
Yeah, they don't do those anymore.
No, they don't. Those were nice and slick.
Yeah. In your cabin retreat, do you have an inside plumbing?
I do, and I have to say at this point, I have restocked. I'm ready for the pandemic.
Yeah, I restocked as well.
All right, Gordy, you normally when you come, you unveil something, and we're on
Yeah.
YouTube.
Yeah.
Folks can see you.
Yeah.
What do you got to unveil today? By the way, thank you for the donuts and
Hey,
the
you're welcome.
grapes.
Yes.
Yeah, this
Thank
is a
Gordy
this,
Toombs.
This is a sketch that I did, and I don't know if you can see. Yeah, I'll be
Yeah, you can see. You're
Okay,
right on the
This is a
camera.
sketch that I did, and not everybody probably got to see it and stuff. I did unveil it the other day whenever the Kincaid thing was out there.
Yeah.
Anyway, I don't know if you know what it is or not. If you can tell what it is, I'm doing it
Slowly.
down,
Upside down. All right.
upside down.
It's a roll of toilet paper.
It's a toilet
No,
paper holder.
no, I don't think
You're
so.
going to get it here in a minute and stuff like it. Upside down.
It's some nice legs upside down. I'll say that. It's Marilyn Monroe. It's Marilyn Monroe. That's what. Oh wow! In the movie
Some like it hot.
Yeah.
that got her in all kinds of trouble with her husband. That time.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, Joe DiMaggio was there.
He was
when they were
furious.
shooting that.
He was furious.
That was the beginning of the end of their marriage.
Yeah, I think so.
And that was my. I
Gordy,
thought, well, I
Gordy,
had to-
let me say, hold
I
on a
had-
second. Gordy, you dirty old man.
Yeah, I know. I had to bring some trivia questions, so I thought Marilyn Monroe trivia
That's perfect.
questions. So, yeah,
That's what's coming up at the end of the show. But right now, we've got.
Tuning in the radio.
Please, please, please. Hey, there's your question of the day. Does Mike Dreeth's dancing offend you? Like it does me?
You're messing up.
Do you guys have any toilet paper in your restaurant?
Only 8 squares apiece. That's the average.
We're pretty well out at the shop out there.
Here's the old.
Are
We're going to.
people stealing rolls from you? I heard places they're stealing rolls of toilet paper.
No.
Yeah.
Gordy, here's the thing.
Okay.
The boss and Vincennes says you can go to the bathroom here, but I have to go in and inspect how much you use, okay? So if you're going to go to the bathroom, I think I'd hold it, okay, buddy?
Okay.
Did you see that video on Facebook the other day?
No.
Kids go into the kitchen, and they make chocolate pudding,
Oh,
and then announce to their parents, "Hey, we're out of toilet paper."
yeah.
Oh,
and stick their hands in the chocolate pudding.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah,
That's not good.
Women request or kids bring it open the door and then they wipe it on them. And then,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Birthdays today. Barbara Feldon. Does that name ring a bell?
She was Maxwell Smart's sidekick.
That's right. 87 years old
Oh,
today.
wow.
Can you imagine?
She was
those
a beautiful woman,
Those
too.
people were trapped in time. She was a model at
Yeah.
one time.
Yeah.
They're kind of trapped in time. And she kind of,
She was Agent 99.
Agent 99.
Agent 99, yeah.
Her birth name was Barbara Ann Hall. Her primary roles were on television. She worked as a model as well, as I said. She's a graduate of Carnegie Mellon. That was a pretty
That's
substantial
a big
in Pittsburgh.
That's a big time business school.
And she got a degree in drama. Before she even got into acting in 1957, she won the grand prize on the $64,000 question in the category of William Shakespeare. That shows how smart
Yeah.
she is. She played opposite Don Adams, who portrayed Maxwell Smart, Agent 86. She played the role for the duration of the show that went from 1965 to 1970. She also served as an Feldon became her last name after she married a guy by the name of Lucian Feldon in 1958. They divorced in 67. She started living with one of the producers of Get Smart, which only lasted for 12 years. She never had
the
any
show
children.
or the shack in with the producer.
The shack with the producer only lasted 12 years.
Oh, only though. Okay,
Yes. No kids.
no kids. Okay.
No kids. That's a theme today. Liza Minnelli, 74 today.
Yeah.
Best known for her Academy Award-winning performance in Cabaret in 1972. Also, because of her mom and dad, her mom being Judy Garland, her dad being Vincent Minnelli. Married and divorced 4 times, Liza has been. And she's had a bit of a problem, like her mom did, with alcoholism and pills. She, by the way, did you know that they moved Judy Garland's body 2 years ago from New York to L.A.?
Why?
She'd been dead for like 20 years.
Why?
Long time.
I have no idea. I thought it was really odd when I saw that. They actually exhumed the casket and took it across country.
They stopped in Kansas, and once they got out, they said, "Hey, we're not in Kansas
Anymore.
Oh, yeah. I got that.
Oh, I didn't. It tickled. Excuse me while I wipe my forehead with a little
It's also
bit
my
of...
wife's birthday today, you know.
Oh, yes, I saw that.
Yeah.
Happy birthday.
Happy
And my God, what a wonderful woman.
Hey.
What a long-suffering woman you
I
have
have
there.
to
Ain't
put
that
up
the
with
truth?
you.
Holy moly. By the way, Liza Minnelli has had relationships with
With
Rock Brenner, that's the son of Yul Brenner, Desi Arnaz Jr., Peter Sellers, and Martin Scorsese, besides being married 4 times. She has no children.
Okay.
she got around, didn't she?
She had the opportunity, let's
Yeah.
put it that way. James Taylor, my favorite solo singer.
Looked up yesterday about ordering his new album.
I need to do that. It's the classics, right?
Yeah.
He does the
But
American
it's
standards.
it's like Old Man River's on it. Yeah, there are some classics on there.
He's 72 today.
He's smooth.
Yeah.
I saw him over in Evansville. It was a great concert. 5-time Grammy Award winner. He's already been inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Over 100 million records worldwide. He got his breakthrough in 1970. He was signed by Apple by the Beatles and was actually in the studio watching the White Album being produced.
Wasn't he the first artist besides the Beatles signed to that record label?
Yes.
I think he was.
Yes, he
wasn't
was.
Okay.
Born in Massachusetts at a general hospital where his dad worked as a resident physician. After his divorce from Carly Simon, they were married.
He's so vain, yeah.
Yes, he is. They did Mockingbird together as
Yeah.
a duo.
After
Yeah.
they was divorced?
No, while they were still
While
married.
they were still married?
He married actress Catherine Walker. They divorced. He then he got off heroin, which was probably a good thing for his long-term survival. And he married the marketing person for the Boston Symphony Orchestra, and they had twin boys. And that was 1995, so those twin boys are getting older now. Rufus and Henry are their name. And they live in Massachusetts. So James Taylor, born on this date.
How old is he?
It's 72.
I think he's going out on tour this summer, isn't he?
Yes, he goes
Well,
out every summer.
Maybe
Yeah.
he's going out on tour this
You don't
summer.
know.
Certainly
Yeah.
don't know after all this stuff. 1894 on this date, Coca-Cola sold in a bottle for the first time. 1912, the Girl Scout organization
Ever
founded.
been to the Coca-Cola Museum at Atlanta?
Yes, I have.
What a
Neat.
what a neat place.
We was right there by it. We didn't go to it the
Yeah.
other day and stuff. We was the aquarium there in Atlanta.
Is that where
that-
your pictures were from the
Yes.
aquarium?
Is that
I
in
thought you
the,
were in
uh,
St. Louis.
No, we was in Atlanta.
Is the aquarium in the Atlanta Underground? Is that where that's at?
Well, right beside it is a Coca-Cola facility.
Right.
Well, that's
See,
where
the
the
Underground
Underground
is like
is.
across the street from Coca-Cola.
Yeah,
so
but I mean, it was awesome. You know, and if you're a senior, you get a little bit of a discount.
I've had people say that they're not
That tank is 280 feet diameter,
wow.
280 feet diameter.
almost the length of a football field.
Yeah.
And then the walls on it, the acrylic walls that
Right.
you look through,
Right.
are 2 foot thick acrylic.
Thick.
But it doesn't distort the size of the. They had 4 of them whale sharks in there, them big monsters.
Now, see, there
Yum.
used to be a Coca-Cola museum in Elizabethtown, Kentucky, as well,
I didn't know that.
years ago. They had a smaller version of it. But
That's one of the most
the big ones in Atlanta, that's one of the most visited places.
Is that
old-
now their headquarters in Atlanta?
Yeah,
Yes,
it
it
is their
is.
headquarters, yeah.
That stuff, the old Coke stuff. The pickers just go wild. When
Oh,
they
it
see it.
goes for massive amounts of
Yes.
money.
Anyway,
Anyway, sorry to
That's okay.
break,
1912.
you know,
the
sorry to ebb the flow.
you nearly wiped me out.
Yeah, you know.
The Girl Scout organization founded on this date in 1912.
And then
The,
they began selling cookies shortly thereafter.
That's right. Thin mints. 1933, FDR presented his first fireside chat. We got a bit of a fireside chat last night from the White House.
Yeah.
Wonder Woman in 1974 debuted on ABC TV. Now that was
Linda Carter.
That was a fine-looking woman.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
And I think she's aged well. Last time I saw
Yeah,
her,
of course.
I don't think there's been any work done.
Have you seen the remake of Wonder Woman?
You mean the movie?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a pretty fine-looking woman
Yeah,
too.
she's. Yeah.
You probably don't want to have somebody that's not, physically attractive being Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's
I'm just
true.
saying. I mean, when you're casting, you'll
Yeah.
probably look for somebody pretty stunning. 1985, Larry Bird scored a club-high 60 points against the Atlanta Hawks on this date.
You've seen on Facebook all of the Larry Bird stuff they're showing were some of his passes and some of his.
He was great.
Oh, he was, incredible.
I mean, them no-look passes between the guy's legs. Oh, just amazing. He was awesome. Larry was.
I went over. Have you been over to his place in French Lick?
Yes.
He's got a bar there.
Little bar and restaurant. Yeah.
That's a pretty nice little place. 1998, astronomers, they canceled a warning. They said that a mile-wide asteroid is going to collide with Earth. Now, can you imagine? You think this is hysteria? In 1993, they said, this is going to happen. And then they said, our math was a little bit off, and it missed us by 600,000 miles. Missed us by that much.
Yeah. Well, in terms of outer
Universe.
space,
Yeah.
600,000 miles is about that
I
much.
know,
Yeah.
but see, that's the thing. That's the reason why we have to have people take math.
Yep.
1957, the Crickets recorded a cha-cha version of Maybe Baby. I don't remember that.
I don't remember that one either.
59 or
Who
69.
originally did Maybe Baby?
Who did? That was Buddy Holly.
Buddy Holly. and the
Buddy
Crickets,
Holly, yeah. That's what I say.
1969, Paul McCartney and Linda Eastman were married. Now that was a great couple. They adored each other.
Mm-hmm.
The story was that during the course of their marriage, there was never a night where they weren't together when they went to bed. Wherever he was, she was with him. Pretty impressive.
That's pretty impressive.
Yeah. 1969, George Harrison and his wife Patty were arrested in England. The charge was cannabis resin possession after authorities found 120 joints in their house.
Man.
I think that was probably over the prerequisite amount that
Yeah.
you could
I think
have.
That was a little
They'd even
bit
get in
excessive.
trouble in Illinois, I think.
I think Cheech had been there.
Visiting. 74, Nielsen and John Lennon ejected from the Troubadour Club in Los Angeles for heckling the Tom Smothers Comedy Act. It had to be high. Yeah. And here's an interesting one. The Chinese government, the people that we are responsible for all of our problems right now, in 2003, they ordered the Rolling Stones to eliminate 4 songs from their upcoming performances in Shanghai and Beijing. The band songs were Brown Sugar, Honky Tonk Women, Beast of Burden, and Let's Spend the Night Together. They're 4 best songs.
Pretty close.
Ed Sullivan wouldn't let them do Let's Spend the Night Together.
Yeah.
The Chinese government in 2003 still doing that. Gordy Toombs is here.
Yeah,
He's
that's
our
me.
guest, and here's our Carnaby Square question of the day, Gordy. Make believe, and let me just emphasize, I'm not saying there's going to be another, some people got bent out of shape. I'm not saying there's going to be another face put on Mount Rushmore. I just said make believe there's going to be another face added to Mount Rushmore. Who would you add to Washington, Jefferson, Lincoln, and Teddy Roosevelt? And we'll tell you the answers coming back on Morning Coffee with Gordy Toombs. Stay right here.
Rock Auctions will have a public auction for Sheila and the late George Herman on Saturday, March 14th at 10 a.m. Auction will be held at 4123 North Cottage Hill Road in Olney. Signs will be posted. There will be a Case IH combine and other tractors, farm equipment, along with other equipment and tools. For a complete auction listing and pictures, visit rothrockauction.com. Plan to attend Saturday, March 14th at 10 a.m. in Olney. Rothrock Auctions, Mark Rothrock Auctioneer.
CRHPC has recently enhanced provider availability at our Fairfield location. Matt Brown is a physician's assistant and Allison Frost is a nurse practitioner and have recently joined our team and are excited to serve you. Both provide a full spectrum of healthcare for all your family members regardless of age. Call 618-842-4470 to schedule your appointment at the Fairfield Community Health Center.
Stop in at John's Butcher Block through Saturday and save on items like these. Boneless chicken breasts, just $1.99 a pound. Or get smoking deals on fresh 80% lean ground beef for just $2.99 a pound. And get sizzling deals on boneless pork chops for just $2.99 a pound. Don't forget their deli can slice your favorite luncheon meat the way you want it. John's Butcher Block accepts cash, checks, and all major credit cards and link cards.
Hi folks, this is Courtney Cox, Republican candidate for Circuit Judge. This has been an exciting campaign, but on March 17 it will come to a close. We are traveling many miles and meeting many wonderful people in all 12 counties. I want to thank everyone who is helping us on this journey. Now it's time to vote, and whether you vote early or on March 17, I ask for your vote in this close race. I'm the highest rated candidate with the most experience. I'm ready to be your judge on day one.
Paid for by Courtney Cox for Judge Committee.
Time Capsule, sponsored today by Save-A-Lot Food Store on West Main, Fairfield.
Hi, this is Bill Stevens with another Time Capsule quiz. Which month and year was it when Argentina seized the Falkland Islands, but British Prime Minister Margaret Thatcher said, "Give them back, or else"?
I cannot rule out the use of force.
Israel returned its Sinai territory to Egypt. On Golden Pond brought home another Oscar for Katharine Hepburn, and the first one ever for her co-star Henry Fonda.
I'm very happy and very proud, particularly that Catherine got one too.
Craig Stadler won the Masters, and here's what the new music sounded like.
There's more to love than making love. You were always on my mind. Never been to me.
Think you got it? Well, hold on. The answer and just a touch of the top song from the month and year are coming up.
Swing by the Fairfield Save-A-Lot and take advantage of these great deals. Fresh cabbage, 39 cents a pound. 5-pound bag of red potatoes, $2.99 each. 3-pound bag of yellow onions, $1.29 each. And seedless green grapes, $1.69 a pound. Prices mentioned are good through Saturday. Good food, great people, great prices at your Save-A-Lot store, West Main and Fairfield. Give them a like on Facebook.
April 1982. Don't talk to strangers.
Rick Springfield and Don't Talk to Strangers, the top song of April 1982. This is Bill Stevens for tcapsule.com. Back soon with another Time Capsule.
Time Capsule has been sponsored today by Save-A-Lot Food Store on West Main, Fairfield.
This morning you're up early because you're at the DMV. So many people, it takes so much time. Do you have the right form? Are you in the right line? Your number E42, right after C23. This is confusing. When your morning is hell, just go to Taco Bell.
When you've had a morning, let us make you breakfast, like Taco Bell's Breakfast Crunch Wrap. Everything you love about breakfast, wrapped up and grilled to go. At participating locations during breakfast hours.
Race fans and Dew drinkers, Chase Elliott here. Need to refuel on Mountain Dew? Make a pit stop at Speedway. Because in 2020, we're celebrating the year of Dew. That means 365 days of hookups, experiences, and Dew rewards you can't score anywhere else. Hit up yearofdew.com and see what we've got planned. And remember that nobody knows how to do the Dew like Speedway.
Buy one Mountain Dew 20 ounce and get the second for $1 at Speedway.
Well, we're having fun with Gordy here at the break and talking about the question of the day. And it was a make-believe question. Make-believe there's another face added to Mount Rushmore.
Because you hear about it every so often that they're thinking about it.
Oh, I don't think that's...
No, I don't think it's true, but
gonna happen.
You hear them every once in a
But
while.
I just said, what if? What if, of course, Washington, Jefferson, Lincoln, and Teddy Roosevelt are on the...
Mount Rushmore.
Mount Rushmore. By the way, 3,294 people were reached by this. They took a look at this question. We had just countless amount of suggestions. This is the Carnaby Square question of the day. Carnaby Square, the fashion leader in downtown. There's a lot of people that said no one needs to be added. They're the best of our forefathers, the ones that are up there. Let's just say if she said Ronald Reagan or Jimmy Carter. And there's a lot of Reagan. That's the only Carter that I saw, Jimmy Carter. Now, why would you? He was a one-termer.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm trying to think of something significant that you could say that Jimmy Carter will be known for, other than the fact that the hostage crisis occurred during his time.
Peanuts, yeah.
And it didn't get resolved until he was on his way out of office.
Peanuts is all I think of. Jimmy Carter. And
a nice man. I'm not trying to...
And
he helped
Billy.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Billy.
Oh, Billy.
Judy says Reagan, then Kennedy. Sarah says Stephen King. Oh, come on, please.
Yeah, but really...
Here's an Obama. Chris
Okay.
said Obama. Mary Ann says FDR. Ken suggested Blago.
Yeah, but he's not been president.
No,
You got to be a president to be on
I would
that
think
list.
you'd want presidents on the,
Rick says not many good choices, maybe FDR. FDR would be a good choice, right?
He brought us out of the Great Depression.
He
Right.
was the commander during the greatest war of all time. And so, I mean, he gets that. And yes, the Depression was a big thing. Rick says not many good choices, maybe FDR. Marshall says FDR, Reagan, or Eisenhower. What about Eisenhower?
Well, he was responsible for the interstate system.
Eisenhower.
But
what else?
what else did he do
8
during his
quiet
presidency?
years. I mean, I don't know if you can give him credit for being quiet, but I mean, that was a real surge in prosperity during the 50s. There's the Korean War conflict. But maybe John Wayne, Clara says. No.
And I went with JFK, just because growing up in grade school and that's
Here's somebody who suggests Andrew Jackson. Of course, the people would scream that's a racial problem for him. David says Walt Townsend would be a good choice. Christopher says Keith Richards.
Yeah, but you know what? It's American
No.
presidents.
No.
Now, if you're going to do rock and roll on a Mount
That'd be a different
Rushmore, that needs to be closer to Cleveland in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
I agree.
Put it on the banks of the Mount of Lake Erie or
But
something.
remember, Keith Richards is not dead yet, is he? They
No.
just have to stand him up there and just chisel him out while he was.
Just have him
He
up
may
there.
he may never die.
Yes, he or Willie Nelson, either one. Fred, after he served than he did when he took over for FDR. He
He
upset
made some
Dewey.
He made some tough choices.
Oh, yeah.
He
The
had
bomb?
he had to make the choice to drop the bomb. Then he had to fire the hero of the Pacific in World War II.
MacArthur.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
he made some tough choices.
Matt says Gordy.
Thank you, Matt. Whoever you are.
Gordy, would you have the ball cap on if you?
Yes, I would. Because,
I think that would be
the reflection
identifiable.
off my head would probably keep people out.
The ball cap might become a problem for the sculptor. You'd think. You know what I mean?
What might?
All right. Well,
long bill sticking.
a couple of Trumps here. Greg and Gene. More Reagans.
Reagan, I could see. Mr. Gorbachev, bring down this wall.
FDR, JFK. There's a lot of JFKs. Gordy, that's what you said. Yeah, a lot of JFKs.
That
So
was
there
just
you go.
because of our era,
Yes.
And something I'm surprised LBJ wasn't mentioned. He signed the Civil Rights
He's
Act.
the only president since that was
wasn't
created
mentioned.
that wasn't mentioned.
Right.
The
No
Great
Nixon,
Society. No Nixon. Oh, here's another one. It wasn't, of course, Nixon.
Yeah.
The way he went out. By the way, Brian Reitnauer is if I was going to put the Mount Rushmore of people doing HVAC, I would chisel Brian Reitnauer's face into a mountain here in Wayne County because he's that good.
Yeah.
He's reliable. He's there if you want to give him a call. Actually, you're going to be able to meet him coming up real soon during the Wayne White annual meeting on March 20th. That's at Wayne City High School, where he went to high school. Now, here's what they're good. He's great at this, and that's geothermal. He can do the regular HVAC if you need it. He does pane, furnaces, air conditionings, and Rude as well. But if you're thinking about geothermal, there's a huge tax credit available to you. at the federal government, and also a $1,500 rebate from Wayne White Co-op. And he uses Hydrin products, which is really the standard in the industry. Brian Reitnauer, tell him that you heard about him on Morning Coffee. Let me give you his number, 618-214-2593. Brian Reitnauer, HVAC. Well, the big news from last night, obviously, was about Tom Hanks. I don't want to belabor the whole
coronavirus.
Right, but I mean, that was huge news.
And then the dominoes began to fall.
Well, after
the
that,
NBA cancels its season. NHL is not at the point, but they may cancel it after today. They've got a bunch of meetings scheduled.
Basketball games at Ford Center are being canceled.
Yeah, they are. The NCAA tournament, no spectators, nothing live. Think of the amount of money.
It's huge.
Being lost.
I haven't taken a look. I don't want to take a look at the stock market where my retirement lies this morning. But Tom Hanks came out and said that he had. He's in Australia, by the way.
Yeah.
He's doing an Elvis Presley movie. He's playing Colonel Tom Parker, which I could see that happening.
Yeah, I could see that too.
Him playing that. Anyways, there with his wife, and he said he and Rita Wilson were not feeling real well, and so they went and got checked out. And both were tested positive for the illness, so they're going to self-isolate there and be
in
under
Australia.
care. Yeah. We talked a couple. I said I'm not going to belabor this because you can get this on every channel. I just think that there's a need to be able to say something locally. And locally, we've talked to the hospital, we've talked to the Wayne County Health Department, and we are prepared to be able to mobilize here to be the voice of the community, to be able to tell people what they need to do and how they need to do it if we get some cases here. And I think it's relatively, given the spread of this, we're probably going to see a few cases.
Yeah, it's going to happen eventually.
So this is the place. We're already putting in place that communication system to be able to be the person to tell you this is where you'd find out.
Just that shows you how we're all connected. Just boom, boom, boom. Just
Yes.
With 8 people, you're connected all the way around the world. What I heard years ago. It's like wow.
Absolutely. So I mean that's that. Let's move on to some other stuff. Did you know who was the Masked Singer on Wednesday night?
I don't want to know.
You
I
sure do.
DVR'd it.
You need to know.
Well, who was it?
It was former Alaska Governor Sarah Palin.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, she was in the spotlight singing "Baby Got Back." Revealed that she was on there. She was in a bear costume. Remember, she was. A lot of people thought she was a little aggressive when she was running for vice president. She said it was all fun. So, by the way, you were talking about shows that are not, games and stuff like it. The Ellen DeGeneres show is now the latest to do away with a live audience. So it's, it ripples. Did you see the story on Jim Baker?
I heard about it.
Did you?
No, I didn't know.
Remember Jim Baker?
Yes, I do, yeah.
He has a show that's based in Branson, Missouri. And he had on I don't even think the person was a medical doctor, but the guest said that they had a pill, a form of medicine that would cure the coronavirus, or at least help you with the symptoms of it. And essentially the federal government has come down on them like a ton of bricks. You can't be saying that.
Well, they're sending out warnings now if you get emails, offering relief from coronavirus, delete them.
Don't take them. That's another virus. That's a computer virus.
Is Tammy Faye still with us?
Tammy Faye's not with us. She went to meet the maker. I want to say 8 to 10 years ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah. She she was married to. She married him.
Right.
He went into the slammer.
Right.
She married his business partner, Roe Messner, who built that resort.
The PTL empire, basically?
Yes.
Oh, really?
I mean, he was the construction. He was the architect and the construction person. So she didn't get too far away from it. No. She really didn't. That would have been a good auction to go to. And they auctioned off. They had a dog house that had air conditioning and heating.
Seriously.
Yeah. So the ACM Awards are moving forward no matter what. That's the American Academy of Country Music. That's the 55th annual. They're moving forward despite the growing concern. The award show is planned for April 5th at the MGM Grand Garden Arena in Las Vegas. I bet you Vegas is hurting. They say that they're closely monitoring the situation that could change.
I bet every tourist destination
Yes.
is hurting. I wonder how, like Disney World, Disneyland,
Can't be good.
wonder how those are doing right now.
And all these people at cruises, they're telling them not to go on cruises.
Yeah.
How many
it's
employees? How many
killing
employees do
them.
they have in a cruise ship? It's like, well,
You know, I mean, it's a small town.
yes. You know,
so
There's
2,000
3,000
or
to 5,000 people on the ship,
Yeah.
so you got to imagine there's probably 1,500 employees on the ship.
Sure. Authorities are asking the public for their help in Pembroke Pines, Florida. Authorities are releasing a poster for a wanted cow in Florida. Pembroke Pines police say the brown female is not considered dangerous, but has been endangering itself for months by walking into roadways. A Facebook post notes the cow has been evading capture due to its, quote, surprising speed and amazing fence jumping skills, end of quote.
That's probably why it's out loose.
Pending charges against the animal include moving violations
Oh, that's good.
and utterly false checks.
Oh.
Aren't you glad I shared that?
Oh my gosh, I'm hurting now after that one.
How we doing? Because Gordy's got some, yeah.
You know, I really don't think I'm feeling very well after that. I need to go home.
Just don't breathe over here.
Yeah, don't take any toilet paper with you either when you go.
That's right. I'm gonna. You know what I need to do? I need to frisk these people when they leave work.
Exactly. Yeah.
We could have a crisis out here.
Yeah.
You're not stealing toilet paper from the company, are you, bud?
No.
By the way,
Number the sheets.
That you know of.
Yeah.
here's a good one. Former forklift operator has become an online sensation for slowly tattooing his entire body blue. He's going to be a Smurf before it's over.
Wow. You heard about? I mean, have you ever seen this stuff about the blue people from the Appalachian countries?
No.
You've never seen that?
No.
I'll look it.
Well, there's blue people in Vegas too, you know.
No, well, I don't. I mean, these people are actually
blue.
Actually blue.
Well, this guy has tattooed. He's 26. By his own account, he's in a transit bus. That's where he lives. Earns a living by selling earrings. After a handful of early tattoo attempts, his sister inked up a part of his leg and foot in turquoise in 2017. Quote, to be honest, I just like the look of it. I thought it would be neat. It's definitely striking, and I think it's a beautiful color. He shares his tattoo progress with his Instagram followers, about 4,800 people, and he's right now he's totally blue. How'd you like to bring that home to mom and dad? Is he really cold? No, he's not cold. He's blue.
You know what I'm starting to think about already?
What?
Lunch.
Well, what are you going to do for lunch? Talk to us.
Well,
I got to go to Rotary.
Yeah.
What can you do?
Simply enough. In downtown Fairfield.
What do they have today?
All right. They've got chili or white chili served with a peanut butter slider and Buckeye cookies.
Peanut butter slider.
Uh-huh.
You know, and the thing about it, Gordy, it's only $5.50.
And that's including your tax. I mean, that's
That's
$5.50
it.
total.
$5.50 is it, yeah.
The tax is included. All right, you can call or text 599-9075 to place your order.
Say that
you
again.
can also
Say that again.
599-9075.
You can call that and tell them I'm going to go and pick up my white chili or my regular chili.
Yeah.
Along with is it peanut butter?
Yeah, so
Peanut butter
it's all in
slider,
a little
yeah.
brown bag, and you can also get it for the quart. $7.50 for a quart. Just call them ahead of time.
I thought you said court.
I
I thought it's like the juror's going to come over.
You can get a quart. You can get a quart of soup.
Oh, so I could get a quart of their chili.
You get a quart of soup.
Oh, I might have to do that.
Or chili or whatever. All right.
I
Now
love
tomorrow's brown bag lunch.
Okay.
Beef stroganoff.
Really?
There's no doubt I'm doing that.
Beef stroganoff.
Okay, what do you get with it?
Hot roll and a cinnamon cookie.
A cinnamon cookie. Ooh.
Gordy?
And this is Denise. She's cooking all this.
Yes, she's doing it right out downtown.
599-9075 to place your order. You can get a quart of it for $7.50. It's first come, first serve, though.
I'm afraid I have to do that for the weekend. I'm going to have to get that for the weekend.
anyway.
You put that in the refrigerator.
Take it out of the cabin. Hey,
absolutely.
Okay.
It's great. I got to do some
right.
work at the cabin this weekend. I got a big tree across my...
So there you go. All right, Marilyn Monroe trivia, Gordy.
Yeah.
Take her away.
Okay. That's the lady we're talking about.
Right there.
Okay?
Yep. Nice legs.
Some of these you'll get, some of them you won't. Okay?
All right. Just the questions.
Just the questions.
Just the questions.
Marilyn's birth name was...
I think I know that one.
Yep. Who don't?
I think I got an idea now. Yeah.
What was the name of Marilyn's first husband who she married in 1942?
Ooh, I don't know that.
That's a tough one.
How was Marilyn discovered?
Who?
I think I know that one.
What plastic surgery did Marilyn have before she became a star?
She's had some work done?
Really? Okay.
What movie, which was considered one of her best breakout films, did she co-star in with Bette Davis?
Okay.
What movie included the famous scene involving the white dress over the sewer grate?
On the sewer grate. I think I know that one.
I figured.
Okay.
Which president did Marilyn seductively sing Happy Birthday to?
She did more than that.
Yes, she did.
In 1962.
I think we know that one.
What is Marilyn's typical breakfast? What she liked to eat for breakfast and stuff. It's a little bit on the weird side, but I thought it was kind of cute.
Well,
got me.
How many Oscars did Marilyn win throughout her career?
Okay, I got a pretty good idea on that.
Yeah.
What movie did Marilyn star in with Tony Curtis and Jack Lemmons?
Okay.
All right.
How old was Marilyn Monroe when she died? Over a barbiturate overdose in
I
1962.
think I got a pretty good number.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then the bonus question is what year did Johnny Carson create the toilet paper shortage?
Yeah, that did happen.
After making a joke on
We'll talk about that because it's certainly trending.
Yeah.
On Morning Coffee, we'll be back with the answers. Gordy Toombs here. He's got some good ones. We'll be back after this.
Hello, this is Representative Darren Bailey. As we recently witnessed, it is critical that our system of justice be fair and impartial. That's why I'm supporting Matthew Hartrick for Circuit Court Judge in the 2nd Judicial Circuit. He knows justice and liberty go hand in hand. You cannot have one without the other. Matthew Hartrick's experience both as a prosecutor and public defender make him uniquely qualified to hold this critical position on the bench. Fighting for justice from both sides of the courtroom, Matthew Hartrick knows fairness, impartiality, and compassion are 3 critical characteristics every judge must exemplify. Matthew Hartrick has defended our communities from those who would do harm, and he's defended the personal freedom and liberty of individuals, guaranteeing their rights. This is Representative Darren Bailey. I highly recommend Matthew Hartrick for Circuit Judge in the 2nd Judicial Circuit.
This is Matthew Hartrick, and I approve this message. This ad placed and paid for by Matthew Hartrick for Judge.
The new season starts at Carnaby. Their fashions are screaming, hello, spring. Multiples, the perfect mix and match brands, offers 4 groups from casual to Easter. Their tribal Charlie B clothes head features on-trend sporty looks. Lucky Bird has arrived with new designs along with Jess and Jane. Brighton's designers have added new birthday charms, including Sweet 16 and new Keeper of the Charm necklaces. With a $100 Brighton in-store purchase, receive free Love Dove's Jewelry Travel Roll. Perfect for keeping your treasures close while traveling. Carnaby Square is open Monday through Saturday, 9 to 5. And late on Thursdays.
I'm Mary Miller. My husband and I run a grain and cattle farm, but the crop I'm most proud of are our 7 children who grew up to be strong, Trump-loving Christian conservatives. Today, Democrats are turning freedom of religion into freedom from religion, degrading our Christian values and our way of life. That's why I'm running for Congress. I'll put an end to godless socialism, defend the unborn, and support President Trump's America First agenda. I'm Mary Miller, and I approve this message.
This ad placed and paid for by Mary Miller for Congress.
Justice David Overstreet is running for 5th District Supreme Court to replace retiring Justice Lloyd Carmeier. Justice Overstreet has been rated highly recommended for Supreme Court by the Illinois Bar Association, scoring high above his Republican opponent on temperament, fairness, impartiality, and legal ability. David Overstreet is a constitutional conservative that will continue to stand up for our God-given rights and freedoms with fairness, honesty, and integrity. On March 17th, choose the highly recommended candidate. Elect David Overstreet, Supreme Court Justice.
paid for by Overstreet 2020.
Mary Miller is Illinois Farm Bureau Activator's choice in the Republican primary for the open 15th Congressional District seat. Mary's a mother, grandmother, and fighter who's motivated to go to Washington to protect the economic interests of Farm Bureau members back home. Mary Miller is a principled, conservative leader who understands the challenges rural Illinoisans face. Mary's ready to roll up her sleeves, take on special interests, and go to work for you. Vote Mary Miller for Congress Tuesday, March 17th. This message paid for by Illinois Farm Bureau Activator.
Rothrock Auctions will have a land auction on Saturday, March 28th at 1 p.m. Auction will be held at the Parkersburg Community Building in Parkersburg. 53 acres of Richland County land in Madison Township, with over 38 acres of tillable acres. For more information and location map, visit rothrockauction.com. Save the date, March 28th, for a land auction of 53 acres in Richland County. Rothrock Auctions, Mark Rothrock, auctioneer.
It may not be stomach issues.
For me, it's intense gas, or pain, or diarrhea, sometimes all at once, over and over.
I spent years with the symptoms, but could never figure it out.
No matter what I did, they never went away. So I decided to break it down for my doctor and get really specific about my symptoms.
We discovered that exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI, may be the reason for my stomach issues.
EPI is caused.
All right, as always, as we do on Thursday, we talk to one of the salespeople over at Le Mans Chevrolet Chrysler this morning. It's Matthew Rogers. Good morning, sir.
Hey, how's it going?
Doing all right. How about yourself?
I'm doing pretty good.
All right. Hey, I want to talk to you about that Jeep you got down there on the lot that you spiff up, that gold-green color. That is a sharp-looking vehicle, man.
Yes, that is our Gladiator. That is a sport model that we put, I believe, a 3-inch lift. Of course, the mud tires, got some bumpers on it. We try to do that to make some of them look good, and they seem to sell a little easier that way.
I'll tell you what, that thing looks mean, man. Let me tell you. What is something like that going to run you?
Well, I mean, that one there, after we put all the stuff on it, you're looking probably somewhere around that 45.4 mark.
Okay.
Brand new.
And there are lots of incentives and great bonuses to buying a Gladiator.
Absolutely. And, of course, as always, it is truck month.
That's right. And a Gladiator is considered a truck?
Well, that is true.
All right. So what other kind of great deals do you have on the lot today, Matthew?
Some of our Rams out there, you can get almost $12,000 off on some of those. Some of our Chevys are running 0 for $72 on the financing. Of course, we've got a whole bunch of other used and new Jeeps as well.
All right. Sounds like a deal. And, of course, every vehicle you buy has the lifetime warranty with it.
Absolutely.
All right. Matthew, let's talk about that website just a little bit. You've got lots of things you can do on LeMansOnline.com.
Yes, there is. You can get a hold of us up front. You can get a hold of service in the back. There's options to submit for finance applications on there. Of course, you can find all the info on all of our vehicles on there as well.
All righty. Matthew, as always, want to thank you for joining us. We appreciate it. And go out and sell some cars, buddy.
Thank you very much, Mark. We'll talk to you later.
All right, Matthew Rogers from Le Mans Chevrolet Chrysler. Someone from Le Mans joins us every Monday and Thursday here on the WFIW Morning Show. Fairfield area weather forecast, 80% chance for rain today, high 62. 60% chance tonight, low 38. Cloudy 52 tomorrow for Saturday, rain likely, high 42. Sunny and 50 on Sunday, and for Monday, mostly cloudy with a high 55. Overnight low was 40. Yesterday's high was 53. Currently, humidity at 100%. Winds out of the north-northeast at 3 miles an hour, and the pressure at 29.87. Still some fog in the low-lying areas, starting to burn off a little bit, though. We've got 45 currently at the WFIW studios east of Fairfield. Radar showing nothing in the immediate area in terms of precipitation this morning.
We're back. By the way, we just got notice that the U.S. Congress, U.S. Senate, and the House of Representatives, and the Illinois House and Senate have closed their doors, so I knew there would be a silver lining to the virus.
Well, they've closed their doors to the public. They're still going to do business, right?
No, I think they.
No, they're just closing.
I think they're closing up until April. Yeah. No bad legislation coming through in the next month. Here goes every commentary idea I ever had.
All right.
Our leaf blowers are safe.
At least for now. All right. Marilyn Monroe trivia this morning, Gordy.
All right, Marilyn Monroe trivia. Marilyn's birth name was?
It was Norma Jean.
You bet,
It was
yeah.
like Malarkey, Mulaney, something like that, right?
Oh, I don't know what her last
Okay.
name was.
Well, at least it was Norma Jean.
Norma Jean, okay. What was the name of Marilyn's first husband, who she married in 1942?
Jolton Joe was number 2, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Joe DiMaggio, I think so. Yes.
Yeah, so I don't know. And I remember that there was number 3 too. He was an author.
Really?
Yeah. There was number 3.
And then Kennedy was close to being number 4.
Kennedy was just in there to be a friend, a very close friend.
He was a friend with benefits.
Yeah. No, I don't know. Do you know? James Doherty.
Doherty.
James Doherty. All right.
I've never even heard of him. I don't know who he is. Okay.
Is that before she had the work done?
Maybe.
All
Okay.
right.
How was Marilyn discovered?
Playboy
Where was she
magazine?
working at?
Oh, where she working?
Where was she working at? Yeah.
I think she was probably a.
She was a waitress, wasn't she?
How about a soda jerk?
Yeah. She was working as a munitions factory.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. What plastic surgery did Marilyn have before becoming a star?
Thinking breast augmentation?
No, that was way before that. I don't.
I knew you'd come up with that, Mark. Yeah.
Well, of course he would. That's where his brain is. I don't know, Gordy.
She had a nose job and a chin implant.
No kidding.
No, I didn't know that.
They did a wonderful job.
Yeah, they did.
What movie, which was considered one of her best breakout films, did she co-star in with Bette Davis? I've just seen a few of her movies, but I don't know.
I'm gonna kick myself when
I don't know.
All About Eve.
All About
Eve.
Okay. What movie included the famous scene involving the white dress and the sewer grate?
Like It Hot.
7 Year Itch.
7 Year
the
Itch.
7 Year
Yeah.
Itch. Okay.
That answer's coming later.
Yeah.
Okay.
Some like it hot.
Okay. Which president did Marilyn seductively sing Happy Birthday to?
FDR.
Yeah.
That's
Bill Clinton.
He's just a boy.
Oh, JFK. We know that.
Yeah, but I mean, wasn't that one of the most striking pieces of video?
She was very breathy.
She was breathy.
And she leaned in a lot to the camera.
Mr. President.
Yeah. She has.
Yeah.
I noticed she had nice eyes in that
Yeah,
video.
yes, yeah.
Very nice eyes.
Okay, this was a cute one. What was Marilyn's typical breakfast?
A Reese's peanut butter cup.
It's Reese's.
Reese's. It's not Reese's. That's a big deal around here. I'm just going to say she had some grapefruit. How's that sound?
No, actually, it was kind of weird. I thought she had 2 raw eggs whipped into warm milk.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Sounds like Rocky.
Egg cream or something.
Yeah. So how many Oscars did Marilyn win throughout her career?
0.
She didn't win any.
Exactly. Yeah, you guys are pretty good.
Yeah, well, I think she did a wonderful job as an actress, and of course she was a
beautiful lady,
bombshell. I mean, but really the roles weren't the kind that you're going to get. It's sort of like. Let me use a more modern day example. It's not even modern day because it shows how old I am. Like a Raquel Welch.
Sure. Yeah.
Got movie, but she didn't get the kind where it was all about her acting. It was just about her appearance.
It wasn't Meryl Streep.
No.
Type
Material.
Stuff, yeah.
No.
And I'm not for sure, but in Playboy, wasn't Marilyn Monroe the
number 1?
Very first one.
First one.
I think so, yeah.
Very first one.
Yeah, she did.
I mean, I don't have that on my list, but I mean, that's just.
I've been told that.
That's what I've heard too. Yeah. Okay.
Talk on the street is she was number 1.
What movie did Marilyn star in with Tony Curtis and Jack Lemmon?
Some Like It Hot.
There you go. You got that.
How old was Marilyn Monroe when she died from barbiturate overdose in 1962?
In questionable circumstances, I would say as well. I'd say 38.
47.
36.
36, okay.
All right.
My last question was, what year did Johnny Carson create the toilet paper shortage after?
What he did, if you recall, he just came out and he said something, had a joke about a toilet. And here we are, we're living it. We're living it all these years later, where there's a run on toilet paper.
Cracked up over this. He says, Gord, Johnny Carson talked about a toilet paper show. It was so funny. Then the next day, it's like there was a run on toilet paper.
So what year was that, Gordy?
1973.
1973.
I was going to say 72 is what I was going to say.
Good.
Yeah.
Gordy, it's always a pleasure to have you here. We enjoy hanging out with you, and we're going to do it again sometime soon. Okay. In the meantime, happy birthday to your wife.
Yes.
Please let her know that.
I will. I'll tell her. You know,
and we'll.
And we can't shake hands, but I'll do one.
No, we'll do. We're bumping here. Yeah. Okay, we'll talk to you tomorrow then.
Don't
Mark
forget
here.
The stock tip of the day: stock and toilet paper.
That's right. Tyler says we've got it. Come on down.
Alexa, play WFIW.
It's time for classic hits from WFIW.
It's what you've been looking for. WFIW FM Fairfield, Illinois, and WFIWradio.com, the news leader in southeastern Illinois.
Time now for the news, brought to you by Boyd Furniture and Mattress Center in downtown Wayne City. See pictures and prices at boydfern.com or follow them on Facebook.
This is a Fox News alert. I'm Chris Foster. Trading automatically halted for 15 minutes soon after the opening bell on Wall Street, with the Dow falling 7%. Reported coronavirus cases are up more than 5% worldwide since yesterday. Part of that's the spread, part's more testing, and non-Americans starting Saturday will not be allowed into the U.S. from 26 countries in Europe. Vice President Pence tells Fox,
every American that is returning from Europe will be screened as they return through 13 separate airports and will be asked to self-quarantine for 14 days.
More colleges are canceling